Welcome back, Healmobiles. Listen, the 9 principles for loving living are essential for me mentoring you, for you teaching me what you know, for me being your grandma, and for you being a listening grandchild who's going to actually apply these 9 principles. The 9 principles that will just set you straight. Very simple. They are name, praise, master, unify, serve, receive, ask, receive, push, and expand. Now, where do they come from? They come from an ancient prayer. The prayer goes like this: In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, all the praise is due to the God, most gracious, most merciful, sovereign or master of the day of judgment, the day of faith, of requital. You alone we worship. You alone we ask for help. Guide us in the straight path, the path of those who you blessed, not those who've earned the wrath, nor the strayers. So that is the opening prayer or the key to the Quran. And that's one of the English translations from which the 9 principles for loving living are the 9 principles of loving living are derived. So I wrote a book about it. It's available on Amazon. It's a digital book. And what I talk about in the book is you're not going to get anything out of this life unless you rename your experiences. That's the bottom line. You got to rename every single thing that's going on in your life. If you do not, you're really making it an idol. It's iconography or something. You're actually having it be bigger than you are. Nothing is bigger than you are. That's a very hard concept for most people. You think that there's in the unseen, if you're into this metaphysical spiritual stuff, you think that there's stuff going on that you should be afraid of, that's happening in the unseen, that you should be afraid of. No. Take it from grandma. No. You're not to be afraid of that. You are the one that was created to be able to make the decision. You're given the right and righteous steps to take. You're given them. You know what to do. Instead, oftentimes, you do the wrong thing. You do the thing that hurts people. You do the thing that is, theft. You do the things that make you small, although you pretend it makes you big. That's not what you want to do. That's not what life has been given to you for. You've been given life to grow your soul, to grow the part of you that people cannot see. So this is a test. This is a big test for you to just see if you can exercise the part of you that is delighted to be here because it's giving you a chance to return. That's why you're loving living. Every minute of it, you're just loving living. This shirt says believe. And a lot of people talk about that's why belie, the word lie is in the word believe. And then get all upset. Ah, it's about self-knowledge. It's about knowledge. And it's about wisdom. Just knowing's not enough. Even just believing. Guess what? The negative entities believe. That's why they do what they do. So it's more than that. Got to come another step. What is that aspect that has you know that you're worthy? And I call it the sovereignty piece, also known as master. And if you've been living under the sovereignty piece all this time, you don't really have access to it. It's out of the realm of your possibility. But if you keep it close, if you actually concentrate on what it takes to act as a sovereign person, as a person who is in control of their life, of their liveliness and their life, their livelihood, and you take the quote unquote bull by the horns, you might have more success. Success meaning enjoying loving living. Loving living, that's really all. There's not much more than that. Making the kinds of decisions that bring you back to your center, that fill your heart with golden feelings, silver feelings. What do they call it? Tanzanite. what, whatever precious thing there is in your world. You know, you can fill your heart with that thing, with the idea of that thing. That's why it's about naming it. Because if you name something, you change what it is. Or, of course, you call it what it is. Okay. Um, a friend of mine said something the other day. We have to do this to soften the ground for reparations. Soften the ground for reparations? What? She had named what has to occur so that people who have been oppressed can receive justice. That was a serious naming. Very different from the naming of something like that, like reparations. Impossible. See how the difference is? Softening the ground. Impossible. Very different ideas. But that's what a work of art does. A person who has come into themselves as a work of art and knows what they're contributing and is unafraid of contributing it. And that's really what you're going for. You name that thing and you praise the work of those who are doing that thing. And you identify and you emulate the sovereignty because we do need to see it around us. Sometimes the only place to see it is in the mirror. I believe in me. I believe I can. Yes, we can. And after you praise it, after you've become understanding of the sovereignty of it, after you've named it as possible and all you got to do is soften the ground for it, you unify with the concepts of it and with those who are aligned with you in the same manner. That's the unity. That's you unify. And because the unify or the unity helps you see what's going on in your world, you become more aware of how you may serve, how you may best serve with the skills and the talents that you've been given, the genius that you've been given. You serve. And as you're serving, you ask, how can I really help you? What do you really need from me? That's how you serve. And then you ask. That's how you ask, actually. What do you really need from me? You ask the person, you ask the people, you ask the Creator, Most High, Innermost, what is really needed from me in this moment? And then you receive the answer. Ah, it's coming to me now. It's coming to me now. Oh, that's what I should do. That's how I should be. Oh, that's who I am. See how you soften the ground for your own healing? Softening the ground for reparations is softening the ground for internal repair as well. You receive it. You're going through these principles, right? Name, praise, master sovereign, unify, serve, ask. Now you receive it. Now, once you receive it, there's a little bit much. mm. So you may have to do some pushing. When people get a lot of stuff, there's pushing. So after the principle of receive, you may notice you have to push back. You may have to push back a little bit. Okay. And in the pushing back, you're separating the dross, as they say, the wheat from the dross, or the wheat from the chaff. Whatever those words are, you name them. Separate the real from the falsehood. And that allows expansion. That allows for expansion. Okay? So that's how you do it. Now let's see. Let's write it out. Okay. Name, praise, master or sovereignty, unify, serve, ask, receive, push, expand. Yes. Sometimes, if you just write them out, just wrote them out. I don't know that you could see this. Just wrote them out. And what you have are 9 principles for just understanding life much better. This is what informs how I conduct my own self, and why, for me, each human being is a work of art. And I want to help you overgivers be better at being, the work of art that you are, using natural means, living a holistic, natural life, understanding why you must have aromas in your life, why you must be using, why you must use the natural healing energy, the life force energy. Qigong, martial arts, Reiki. You must use these things that have been given to you. They're gifts. And then the tapping is just another gift that's been given to you to release and to get underneath what might be a huge obstacle. Okay? So join me anytime. Give me a heads up that you'd like to connect with me. And I can help you exercise the 9 principles for loving living in your life. And you never have to worry again about anything. If the only worry will be not a worry, but there are so many choices. And you'll have to say to yourself, how do I make the right choice? And that's easy enough. That really is easy enough. We can do it together. So reach out to me. Love and guidance.